Hey, Rob here for Quadratec with Matt's AEV equipped EcoDiesel Wrangler back in the shop today for some more upgrades from AEV. Now you may remember Matt's Jeep from a few years ago. We did a 4-part build series where we upgraded everything on this Jeep from the front to the back with components from American Expedition vehicles, including things like their dual sport suspension, their Bora wheels, new tires as well, of course that AEV stubby front bumper, a winch, lighting, AEV rear bumper, and tire carrier. Well, this Jeep has performed excellent for Matt all the way across the country, both here on the East Coast and out west in Moab for Easter Jeep Safari a number of times. But today, we have some more upgrades in store from AEV for this Jeep to make it even better. I've got a few that I want to show you right now, starting right here at the back with the latest addition, a Diesel Fuel Caddy installed behind the spare tire here on the back of the Jeep. Now this Fuel Caddy from AEV is available in either a diesel or a gasoline version with graphics impregnated right there in the Fuel Caddy itself. This caddy adds 10.2 gallons of capacity up high, tucked neatly right here behind the spare tire, so it's out of harm's way of any accidental impacts when you're out on the trail, in a very convenient location to store some fuel reserves. It's constructed of heavy-duty cross-linked polyethylene material, which is the same material that many OEM manufacturers are going to be using in your factory fuel tank. So you know it's going to be very strong and durable. And it is proudly made right here in the USA. You gotta love that. Thank you, AEV. Now, it installs right here on that spare tire carrier. It does require the removal of the spare to get it mounted up. If you've already got the bumper and carrier installed, it should only take you about an hour to get this Fuel Caddy installed with all the brackets included. They also include a super siphon, which is also proudly made right here in the USA, which makes it very easy to transfer your fuel from the caddy mounted up high down to your fuel filler on the driver's side of the vehicle. Now this super siphon utilizes a ball bearing inside of this brass fitting, and you simply shake that siphon to get the fuel flowing and then allow gravity to do the rest of the work. Now, if we take a look at the cap, you're also going to see an automotive style fuel filler cap up here that spins off for easy filling of your Fuel Caddy. And when you're reinstalling it, you get that great audible click letting you know that it is secure, and it is fully vented, so you don't even have to worry about any rapid changes in temperature outside or pressure. It is going to vent off for you automatically. Another unique feature that's built into the Fuel Caddy is right here. This is actually intended to be a step, so you can climb up here on the bumper, tire carrier, up, step right on that Fuel Caddy. If you've got a rack up on top of the vehicle, it's going to make it very easy to access any gear you have up high. Now, the next area that we made an improvement to was on the underside of Matt's Jeep in the way of some additional protection. We added an AEV Differential Skid Plate to Matt's rear axle. Now those skid plates are actually available for both the front and rear differentials for the Gladiator and the Wrangler, and yes, even the Ford Bronco. That differential skid plate is also proudly made right here in the USA from heavy-duty 4mm thick stamped steel. Because it is stamped steel, you're losing virtually no ground clearance when that's installed on the bottom of your differential. As you can see, it hugs the contours of the underside of the axle perfectly, allowing you to slip right over obstacles out on the trail without any damage to your rear axle or your front. It also extends forward to the pinion and even provides some protection to your drive shaft. Now, getting that differential skid plate installed is super easy. In fact, it's only held in place with 2 U-bolts, one on each side of the differential, and then with a bracket that clamps over the pinion side and is simply held in place with 1 more bolt. I bet you can get that diff skid installed in a matter of just a few minutes right in your driveway without even the need to put the Jeep up in the air or remove any components. And again, proudly made right here in the USA and available for the Gladiator and the Wrangler. Now, the final area that we improved today that I wanted to show you was to Matt's dual sport suspension. Now, this vehicle was equipped with those Bilstein XP8100 shocks for the past few years, and they performed great for Matt in all types of terrain and conditions, both on and off the pavement. But we've made a massive improvement by installing a set of Bilstein and AEV XP8100 Remote Reservoir Shocks. This is a true performance upgrade. While those 5100s were a great running shock designed kind of to meet the middle of the road for most types of conditions, these 8100s are really designed for the harshest conditions. Higher speeds, heavier loads, they're going to stand up to the abuse and perform great. Now, by going with a remote reservoir style shock, of course, we're increasing the volume of fluid in those shocks. It's going to help keep them running cooler at the appropriate temperature so they can stand up to harsher conditions and more abuse. Now, here on the back, those shocks are a piggyback style shocks. You can see that that reservoir is hanging off the main body of the shock. And that makes your installation really easy. These are designed to be a direct bolt in here on the rear axle and only require very minor trimming to this rear splash guard if your vehicle is equipped with that AEV rear bumper. So now if we head up front to check out those shocks, we're going to find a true remote reservoir style shock. What I mean by that is that we've got the main body of the shock mounted in the factory location, but this new remote reservoir has been moved up just behind the front bumper, separating it from that main body. Again, giving us that increased volume of fluid to keep that shock running cool even under the most harshest conditions and frequent cycling. Just like the rears, these are designed to be a direct bolt-on install, including everything you need to get them installed easily, with the outboarding brackets at the bottom that kick those shocks out for better performance and fitment. We're also going to get things like the billet Bilstein logo bracket to mount that remote reservoir up front on the side of the frame rails. And of course, they are designed to be compatible with that AEV front bumper without any modification required. Now, finally, one of the cool things about the 8100 shocks is that when AEV and Bilstein are tuning these shocks, they're utilizing a vehicle just like this, just like one of AEV's turnkey vehicle builds. So that means a vehicle with a front bumper, a winch, a rear bumper, a full-size spare, oversized tires, maybe even a roof rack or a rooftop tent. So they're tuning them with a vehicle that comes in weighing a lot more than a stock vehicle. So you can rest assured knowing that when you install them on your vehicle and it's built up, they're going to perform flawlessly. Now, finally, I do have one more upgrade coming from AEV for Matt's EcoDiesel Wrangler, and that's right here on the table. I've got their EcoDiesel snorkel. I'm going to be giving you a full detailed review and walkthrough of the installation of this snorkel on Matt's Jeep in the next coming weeks. So if you're not already subscribed to the YouTube channel, you're going to make sure that you are so you don't miss out on this installation. If you haven't already and you like these videos, do me a huge favor, make sure you hit that thumbs up button as well as the notification icon. Of course, if you want to find out more information about any of the products from AEV that we've installed on Matt's Jeep, either the ones I went over today or the ones that we previously installed, of course, you can watch that full build series on the YouTube channel or simply head to Quadratec.com. Till next time, I'm Rob. I'll see you out on the trail.